Hey guys, AG from AG's Kitchen. What's going on? Hey, listen, I want to try something. I literally just came across this video of and I was looking it up. It's this viral way to make coffee, if you will. Now, let's see what happens. So it's basically you have egg yolk, sugar, and coffee topped with some milk. Now, I'll explain. So I was doing some research. I saw, I was scrolling on the good Facebook, kind of thing. And, this guy was like, hey, I tried this out. My Italian mother was telling me about it. And really where this particular method came about, seems like it's more originated from Vietnam. It's a very popular coffee drink amongst the Vietnamese people. So that was interesting to learn, and I'm sure Italians like it too. Just saying. I just happened to do the research and kind of look back at some of the history. That's all. Anyway, so what this method is you take an egg yolk and you put it in a cup with about a tablespoon of sugar. It's a lot of sugar, I know. If you're counting calories, don't count calories for this one, just saying. And then you whip that up, whip the egg and sugar mixture up for 5 minutes. You want to get a nice, good, foamy consistency. I'll show you what mine looks like. I haven't put anything else in. In a little bit, I'll brew the coffee because you want the coffee as hot as possible to help cook the egg inside a little bit. So here's what we got. Check it out. Here's what I got in this mug right now. Let me just show you. Let's go. Hey, and as always, everything I make is gluten and dairy free. I want you to know that, even with this particular coffee recipe. And if you're looking for a healthier sugar, which is what I use it's called monk fruit sugar. So yes, I guess if you want to say that's a healthier sugar. I don't use regular sugar. I have it. I probably need to get rid of it, but I haven't used regular sugar since last fall, actually, because I used sugar with coffee and such, and I wanted a healthier option, and that's what I got with the monk fruit sugar. Some people say it has a little bit of aftertaste. I don't mind it. I like it. It's all good. Anyways, just so you know, if you're wondering if you have a gluten or dairy intolerance, you can have this. You'd be good. Look, it's all gluten dairy free, as you know, here in AG's Kitchen. So if you take a look, right there, that's the egg sugar mix. That's just an egg yolk that's been whipped for 5 minutes. Literally, I set a timer. That's what the guy was saying on his video. So 5 minutes, just one egg yolk, and then a tablespoon of sugar, basically, a tablespoon of sugar. And yeah, let's see. Now I gotta brew the coffee, pour it over, and then I'll pour a little milk over. But I'll take you along in the process. So for me, I don't have a fancy coffee brewing machine thing. I just have a Keurig. So that's what I'll be using. I'll show you that right now. Thing right there. Boom! Yes, I love the latte fixture. Added in to make lattes and cappuccinos. I should say, I would imagine when it comes to this coffee, I'm assuming you can use any ground coffee you want. I'm using a light roasted Cafe Bustelo. Found this on sale, as you can see, saved $1.87. The notes on this coffee are going to be vibrant, crisp with fruity notes. So I think that'll be pair nice with this egg and sugar mixture. And I'm doing for this, since I'm using the Keurig, my favorite setting is the strong brew setting on the number 8 ounces. So that's what I got. That's what I'm working with. Okay, so I got the coffee prepped, and now I'm gonna mix it in, or pour it in rather, over this egg sugar mixture, and then I'll top it with some milk. So let's take a look. So here it is. doing it this way will allow me to pour it more gently than having just pouring it straight in from the Keurig machine into the mug. So let's take a look. I'm gonna pour it in. Let's look at this together. Let's see how this turns out. That creaminess right there, mixing in nicely. Look at that. Okay. Now the final step is adding a little bit of milk. Let's see what happens. So I want to clarify something for you guys, in case you wonder, because you hear me say I don't drink. Everything I make is gluten dairy free, which is true. 100%. And then when I say I add milk, it might be like, well, what is he talking about? Because milk has lactose. So for those that wonder, I do drink lactose-free milk. So instead of saying lactose-free, I just say milk. Because to me it's normal. I've been drinking this stuff 10 years at least. I've been drinking lactose-free milk easy 10 years. And so, I can't tell the difference. I'm sure I could if I had regular milk, but I'm not gonna do that to myself because that would make me sick. So, let's not do that. So that's just a little clarification for y'all. So here's what it looks like. Looking good. I think it looks good. So you ready to see the finished product? Let's take a look at it together. Let's go. And now what I'm gonna do, I don't think I've done a tasting, like tasted on camera before, but now you're gonna see my reaction. Whatever it is, it's getting recorded. First sip, just brewed, don't know what to expect. I could hate it, absolutely hate it. But let's see my reaction together. Let's see, do I like it? When I suggest this? Actually, yeah. It's not bad. It's, it's got this nice, really just rich finish at the end after you take the sip of the coffee. It still has the bitterness of the coffee, right? And then that richness from the egg, and then the sweetness cuts that off a little bit. Definitely feel the coffee when you first swallow. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. Not my favorite. Not bad. Would I make this again? Maybe. Definitely unique. Definitely can feel the richness and kind of, they say custard. Maybe a little custard taste to it, obviously. Not bad. Not bad. Keep in mind, like this coffee, the Cafe Bustelo was cheap. So you can try it with different things. Obviously, I'm assuming, I say single origin, but you can really use it with any coffee in any flavor. I'm sure it would help with that. I think if you use, I would still say like a single origin, that's my opinion, compared to like a flavored coffee, because also the flavored coffee, if you do use it, well, you could use a flavored coffee, just if you use that, it's gonna bring out a lot more sugar or sweetness to it. So there you go. Who knows what I'm gonna talk about next on these cooking videos. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed this random one of this random viral coffee. Never tried this before. Very unique. Let me know. Have you tried this before? Tell me in the comments below. Thanks. Until next time, I'll see you in AG's Kitchen.